Hello everybody, it's Breadstick. I've been online for a bit and I've realized something. Many people do not know how to recover with this character. This is Orcane. This is the character I like to play a lot. And there is a fantastic guide by Dolphin Brick that came out about 2 years ago, so it's a little bit outdated. And unfortunately, fortunately, some things have changed since then, and unfortunately, it is a little bit out of date. So, I'm going to go over today just some of the bread and butter Orcane how to not die things. So, for example, let's say you find yourself off stage. Option A, puddle. This is your worst option. Do not do this unless you absolutely have to, because option B and C and D and E and everything I'm about to show you in this video is 10 times better than puddle. Puddle is great. Puddle is really, really great when it's far away. Really far away. The farther away puddle is, the better puddle is as an option. Because if they are anywhere near you, then you can get to puddle very safely. Depending on their character. Some of the faster characters can cover large distances. Characters like this here, Claren, has a dash deck that's about half the size of the moon. So she can come and grab you pretty quick. But if it's real far away, no one can get you. And it is a safe option, and that is why it's there. But it's mostly there to force them to be honest. If they go deep against your Orcane, just slip through their fingers. Just disappear. If they want to go off stage against the whale dog, then, and you've got a puddle on stage, sucks to be them. You've got stage control, and chances are you can get a pretty nice edge card. But option B, and this is the bread and butter. This is your go-to, and this is what every new player should learn how to do if you want to know how to play Orcane. You don't have a puddle. You side B to the wall, and double jump back to stage. It's not that hard, guys. You side B to the wall. You do not use your double jump. Double jump is your best friend. Double jump is your baby. Double jump is your single most important resource for getting back to stage alive. You do not use it lightly. Air dodge, more important. Double jump, absolutely crucial. Most important resource you have at your disposal. So you side B to the wall, and then wall jump, and then just double jump back to stage. If you're really low, like I was before, you air dodge to give yourself some more height, and you double jump back to stage. And this can come with a back air. This can come with an up air for a mix-up to come down. This can come with down air. This can come with all sorts of things. I'm personally a fan of back air. Unfortunately, if you get parried while you're in the middle of the back air, you die. Now, this is all stuff that Dolphin Brick covers, and he does a fantastic job. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on some of the further options you have. So, first and foremost, though, double jump, air dodge, double jump, and then side B back to stage. Now we're getting crazy. We're using 2 side Bs. Side B, air dodge, double jump, side B. This is your bread and butter. This is every Orcane's first option and only really necessary option, because it is in and of itself 8 different mix-ups. And now you might be asking me, what do you mean it's 8 different mix-ups? Well, Orcane side B has 3 different distances. The short distance, the middle distance, and the full distance. Now, that's only 3 mix-ups, and I hear you saying, well, you said 8. Well, I'll have you know, my fair student, that if you go just at the edge, then Orcane will shimmy up the side like so. Now, that was full distance, but as you notice, I didn't go full distance. Full distance would be about here, and I ended up here, or shorter. It is entirely possible, because Orcane rides up this wall, to actually change the distance based on if you tap down or not. And again, Dolphin Brick does a fantastic job. As you can see, you can teleport almost at a diagonal if you do it right. Right there, that was the middle distance, but I ended up right in the corner of stage because Orcane actually rides up the wall. So that's just something that you can keep in mind. Your side B has even more mix-ups than you give it credit for. So, you can end up real close to stage. Now, what's this? Now, this isn't something that Dolphin Brick had, and this is the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Nair bounce that got added a couple patches ago as of right now. And this is where, basically, the inspiration for this whole video is Nair bounce is now a thing, and you can do that. Yes. And no, it's amazing. I cry a little inside every time. Air dodge, double jump, Nair bounce. And then you can do some real shenanigans. And basically, Nair Bounce gives you all your resources back. You Nair Bounce and you've got everything back. So you can burn everything once more. So if you're deep off stage and say someone's edge guarding you really hard, you can do a quick nair bounce on the stage to force a whiff and force them, and you can retake stage control with that bubble butt there. And that's the next thing I'm going to talk about. Once again, Dolphin Brick talks about this in his video. If you haven't watched it, watch it first, because the fundamentals of everything I'm telling you right now are all the same. The only thing I'm adding here is there's nair bounce now, which is amazing, and there's a couple of mix-ups that Dolphin Brick says there are more of, and I'm going to go into a little bit more depth of what they are, because they're pretty good. And I just want to stress the importance of your double jump as an Orcane. Do not use double jump if you do not have to. It is so important to you, because you have 50 different mix-ups from here, from this point on the wall, if you have double jump and air dodge. If you're out here with a double jump, you can do pretty much whatever you want. If you double jump here, you're at the risk of a lot of the characters that are in the game right now, especially Claren, especially Rano, characters with projectiles. Crag can just come out and kick you. Like, you do not want to be up here. This is a scary place, this little square up here. This is a much safer square, because characters who want to go out to you, you can just teleport around. And that's sad. So, I want to talk a little bit about nair bounce again. So one thing you might notice is you don't want to just nair bounce. You want to fast fall after you input the nair. So you want to fast fall, right before you input the nair, which can unfortunately sometimes lead into a down air. And to nair bounce, you just hold down the A button when you hit the ground. If you want to just nair and then cancel it, you just don't hold it. You just don't hold it. If you hold it, you bounce. If you don't hold it, you don't bounce. Pretty cool. But that's what nair bounce does. And so you've got so many options with this. Just this little nair bounce alone gives you just a ton of different things you can do, that you can actually add just so many more options to your kit. And that brings me to the next thing. Dan has added, praise be, Orca Hop without puddle. Without teleport, I should say. So you can Orca Hop without going to puddle by tapping your dodge button. In my case, I have it set it to the triggers. So I can absolutely Orca Hop without going to puddle, which means I now have the mix-up to either puddle or, sorry, that was, why am I so bad at this? Don't worry, I'll edit this. So I now have the option to either teleport to my puddle, or... So I now have the option to teleport to my puddle, or just teleport... Ah, god dang it, why am I so bad at this? So I now have the option to either teleport Orca Hop without teleporting, or just teleport. And someone trying to edge guard me has a 10 times harder time. It's in itself 50-50 whether I'm going to go to puddle or go to stage, because I now have the option to Orca Hop or just teleport. And the thing is I'm doing the Orca Hop input to get that extra height, even though I'm teleporting with it, to encourage that kind of mix-up, to have Orcane go high, even though I'm going to teleport regardless. So I just do that kind of regardless of if I'm actually... Because that is far more of a mix-up than just that. That's so much more predictable, because they'll notice you're teleporting. But if you come high, if they watch your sprite go like that, then they may not recognize that it's, you may be doing a puddleless and may do something like that. Now this leads to one further mix-up, one new thing that Dan has added to the game, either inadvertently or on purpose, and that is the half jump, or as I like to call it, the last final resort, or the ice climber's jump. So because you can have puddle on stage, it is now possible to give yourself a single little burst of height. Let's say there's someone right below you, they're charging a smash attack, and you just got to get barely over their head, and they will hit your puddle or something like that. You can use a puddleless up special without actually going to puddle to give yourself just that little extra hesitation. Or let's say you're going for, in what Dolphinbrick refers to as a slingshot, which I love, by the way. Slingshot is absolutely a great term for it. You can slingshot while puddle is on stage, and it's absolutely fine. But I would like to give a word of caution to anyone who wants to use this little extra technique to get just that little extra bit of height. It takes away your double jump. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. If you do this and you have a double jump, I'm sorry, kiss it goodbye. You don't have it anymore. It is gone. It is only use this after you've used double jump. Like I said, it is by far your most important resource, and this little hop right here is not worth burning it. It is a mix-up among mix-ups. It is like the absolute last resort, but maybe pull it out once a set, maybe once a tourney, maybe once a year, but it's an option that Orcane has. Last but not least, something that Dolphinbrick didn't really mention, something I just want to throw in here, is you can edge cancel Bubble Butt. And because of the momentum on it, and you can especially edge cancel Slingshot. And so one thing that Dolphinbrick sometimes does, and something that I absolutely love doing, is Bubble Butt into Waveland. Because you can mix up your movement so much. And off of Nair Bounce, you can also just Bubble Butt out of it. So something I have a great, amount of fun doing. Because I'll Nair Bounce to stage, and then Waveland off a platform into some sort of aerial, and that's a very fast way to retake stage. It's a very quick way to get yourself back to center without really losing anything. I'm, terrible, but maybe some of you can see what I'm trying to go for. Anyways, this has been Orcane. This has been Breadstick. This is Orcane. Yeah. Also, have good DI. I should probably lead with that. I'm going to make this a better video. This is going to be the how to not die as Orcane video. So I'm actually going to cut to the beginning and pretend that this is all going to get edited, which it's not. That's okay, because I'm lazy. Step 1 to how to recover as the whale dog. Have good DI. Orcane is a thick boy. He does not care about your shenanigans. You have the highest air friction in the game. You will not die off the side blast zone if you hold straight in. In fact, there are very few moves in the game that will kill Orcane off the side if he holds straight in. He will die off the top 10 times in a row before he dies off the side if he doesn't want to. That said, dying off the top isn't exactly good DI, so learn your percents, learn the heights of your stages, and learn kind of where to hold to kind of hit that sweet spot in the corner. But know that the high ceiling is where you're going first because of that tremendous air friction that Orcane has at his disposal. I'm going to get this at some point. There we go. And just like that, that's what I mean. Where you can waveland off a platform off of an air bounce to regain stage control, and that's pretty cool. And that's Orcane. And just like that, I am now back on this side of the stage. Whoever was edgeguarding me is all the way on the other, and we're back in neutral. And I got a puddle between me and them, and I'm a happy whale dog. Ta-da! Woo! See? So you just side B. Boom. Voila! And you can air dodge out of it! It's so good. It's so good. Look at that. Look at how good this whale dog is. This is particularly good. I'm just going to point this out. Merchant ports platforms are so good for this. Because of their height and where they are, they make this tremendously easy, and they're just at the perfect spot. Frozen Fortress, you can have a lot of fun with this on, and Tempest Peak as well. Tempest Peak, you can do one thing in particular, which is the off-the-wall Orca Hop, which will kill you, by the way. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you do a wall jump into an up special, you die. You straight die. You're Orcane. You killed yourself doing that. If you don't have puddle, like so. Unless you're on Tempest Peak, in which case you can edge cancel it off the side platforms, which is nice. Anyways, this has been the Orcane How to Recover video with a little bit of nuance because Dan added an air bounce. And this is, I know, a terrible video, but hopefully someday someone makes a better one. I sure hope so. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck listening to this.